I'm running for the governorship of Lagos State under Providence People's Congress, that's PPC. I worked for 35 years in Central Bank of Nigeria and I retired 2017 as a deputy director. And I found that there are a lot of things that didn't really go well with me. Number one, in respect of the children, the education. I found so many children were out there not being educated on the road. And so we started something that we called Learning Without Walls, where we just pick all these children from the road and just teach them something so that they can just be able to read and write and know their left from their, right. And then also their parents too, they have this tenacity in business and all that, but to read and write was an issue. So we just tried to do our own best. And then also, I also realized that the healthcare system here for the poor is really nothing. And so I just decided that at least we can do something. We can just sit down all the time complaining that things are not going right, things are not going well. Now, Lagos State, the people in Lagos State are not getting what they deserve. So if you don't want to come out, then who will come out? And that is why I just decided that, well, let me just come out and see what can happen. Even though I know that the party I'm in is a young party and it's a party that maybe is not well known for now. But I believe that by the time we come out and start doing the work, because our logo is to get it right and to do it right, to build the people and to build the nation. And so if that is it, and also we have integrity and transparency, then I think I'm ready to do the work. If there's a law that every person should wear the seatbelt, initially it was a problem. People were not wearing it until there was an enforcement of the law. So many areas we're going to have the rule of law. Then I'm going to be looking at the healthcare. I said it initially that I'm putting my integrity forward and transparency because we have to leave a legacy for our children. And so for healthcare system, I found that we have just about 26 general hospitals in Lagos State. We have 256 healthcare centers in Lagos State, and we have 2,886 private hospitals in Lagos State. But if we're talking of for the poor, that means we just have 282, that is 26 general hospitals and 256 health centers. Is that enough for the 25 million people here? It is not. And also, I have been to some of the health centers, and honestly, you cannot imagine. There's some health centers that you don't even have generators. I got to one, it was darkness. And then even the lab, you can imagine. So what are we talking about? So these are the things I want to put in place. These are the things I want to do. Then quality education. We have private primary schools and secondary schools. Well, what's of the public? The public schools. I went on record and I found that in a class, you can have as much as 129 children in a school. Some of them are still sitting on the window ledge. What is happening? We're going to create more schools. And the time of Jakonde and Awolowo, there were scholarships. So if we have a lot of schools, we help the children. It might not be totally free, but it's like just paying nothing because we make sure that they are equipped and they have the right training. The teachers are passionate. We have a lot of teachers that are passionate for their, for what they're doing. We're still going to retrain the teachers, but we're going to do a lot. And then security. We're going to also ensure that we have adequate security because there's still crime, even during the daytime. Well, we can only try because we can't say we're going to remove them totally from the road, because if you remove them totally from the road, it's going to also shorten the transportation system. But we're going to organize them. We reorganize the unorganized. When we organize them into associations, we'll know that before they can operate, they have to go through their association. So when we put them in association, we put them in groups, because I have realized that even these stouts, they have an oga, they have somebody in control, because if the person says stand there or sit there, they obey. So we're going to have an association where we're going to put them and we're going to monitor them. They will have a curriculum, and then we also observe that these downfalls and all this, they don't use what is demarcated for them, because if they do that, there won't be traffic. So we're also going to ensure that they obey. Like I said, the rule of law is very, very important. If you don't follow the rule of law, definitely there's going to be a law that will be put in place that it could be criminal, it could be civil, but at least once they know that something will happen, and if you don't have a scapegoat, if you don't do it, they don't believe you. So the rule of law is going to really be emphatic on these people. But we're not going to eradicate them. We'll just manage them to make sure that, because they're a cheaper form of transportation for our people, and it works for us. Well, just like I said, the police is under the federal government. We don't have state police. We're going to try and work at that. If they grant that, that would be nice. But it will not be under the Lagos state government. It's going to be a different, under a commission, so that even the head of the police reports to the commission. We're going to put that in place, because if it's under the government, under the Lagos state government, because like that was the issue before, that they can use it to defend themselves and all that. Because I have realized that even some state governors, when they are under attack by whether Boko Haram and all that, and they say they need police, it's very, very difficult. They don't get those police on time. So we're going to start something in Lagos that we'll have our own special police force. And when we have that, our own special police force, they are going to address this issue. And then don't forget, we talked of corruption. Corruption is everywhere. We can only try to reduce it, but it is gradual. At the end of the day, it might be eradicated. But we're going to try our best to ensure that we have these special people who are going to I'm still emphasizing it, the rule of law, because it is only when you have the rule of law in place that a lot of things are addressed. Oh yes, PPC, Providence People's Congress. Get it right and do it right. Build the people and build the nation. It's an opportunity for you to vote your conscience again. I'm here, Omolara Adesanya, and this party, governorship candidate. You will not regret it. If you vote me into office, or when you vote me into office, a lot of things will change concerning our security, our healthcare system, quality education, women empowerment, because for women empowerment, I'm a woman, so I know that a lot is going to be done. And then also even child abuse. We're going to look at that. You'll be happy. Men themselves will know that they have somebody who has brought light into Lagos State. Thank you. Please vote for me. I need your vote.